All right. What's going on, everybody? Unfortunate 3-1 loss. It's the second loss in a row for the Yankees against the Toronto Blue Jays. And I'm really not surprised. I mean, look, they were going to have some adversity at some point, right? They were going to lose two games in a row at some point. So, and the fact is, I point this out too with guys like Luis Hill. Anybody coming off Tommy John surgery for their first couple months back up here, um, they're going to have issues with their command, and he had issues with his command today. Okay. And this is something he's going to have to work through. And this is why it's good for them to have guys like Cody Poteet and Luke Weaver and some of them, which I hope that they utilize a little bit more often while Luis Hill works his way through this. And again, yeah, the offense isn't going to always have it. And again, but Chris, keep in mind too, Chris Bassett's been good against the Yankees for several years now. He's probably the toughest pitcher on the Blue Jays versus the Yankees. And oh, stop, Samurai. I need to be fired. Stop. Stop. What's up, Dev? Shout out to everybody in the chat, by the way. Jonathan, Lorenzo. Yeah, they didn't have it tonight. It happens. It happens. Yeah, Hill has a big arm, but again, I would agree with Rosie. I mean, sending him to AAA, let him work on some things here, right? While you have guys like Cody Poteet and Luke Weaver and some of these other guys can work through this until he's ready to come back. Hey, Jennifer, how are you? So I don't know about DFAing him. I would option him out to AAA. I wouldn't DFA him. You option him out to AAA. It's probably a little bit easier. Yeah, well, I mean, Bassett's good against the Yankees, and certain pitchers are good against the Yankees. It is what it is. Certain pitchers have the Yankees number, certain pitchers don't, and the same thing the other way around. So the Yankees pound people, and the Yankees don't pound people. It applies. It applies to almost every team. So you know what I mean? Now, yeah, exactly. CW. They scored a wild pitch and walks. He walked 5 guys in the first 2 innings. That's too many walks. That's a command problem for Luis Hill. So he's got to work on that. But Ron Marinaccio, 2 scoreless. Dennis Santana looked good too. So, it's there are some bright spots here, right? Texas. Here it is. I wouldn't say I wouldn't say the wrong catch. I mean that's a wild pitch there. I think Austin Wells will be fine. I think him and Trevino are the right tandem to have here. I really do. Dude, Samurai, enough with the firing Aaron Boone stuff, okay? Let's be real. Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, of course, they have to keep 2 catchers. And Trevino and Walls are like the right fit. But again, this isn't, Austin Wells' fault. I mean, this isn't Austin Wells' fault. Quick collapse there, 12-5. What collapse? We're getting we're way ahead of ourselves here. They lost 2 games in a row. That's not the end of the world. They're 12-5. Yeah. Mello, stop, dude. Stop, dude. Yeah, wasn't it? Consul Yeti's in the house too. Yeah, we've got the Made Men in Texas, Consul Yeti, Texas Buckeyes in here. Sunil's in here. Yeah. It was not a good day by Hill. He put the Yankees in a hole. And the Yankees bats, the Yankees bats have had it all season. They were bound to have an off day. It just happens. All right. And the offense didn't have it today. It is what it is. It is what it is. Mellow, relax, dude. Relax. Relax, dude. Whatever you say, Mellow. All right. Clark Schmidt's working his way up too, Brandon. He's got work. He's got work to do too. He's going to work on his command, but I'm confident that Clark Schmidt will be fine. He was one of the more dependable starters last year. I'm not really worried about Clark Schmidt, Brandon, but he's making the steps in the right direction. Yeah, there you go. Exactly, Consigliere. Exactly. And again, this is what happens. The Yankees are bound to lose games, just like everybody else. The Dodgers got walked off on the Padres, so it just happens. It happens. You know. No, Jerks and Profar took it to the Dodgers today. I don't think Snell or Monty would have made much of a difference, Rose. Honestly, yeah. Neither one of them's even pitching yet. Yeah, neither one of them's even pitching. So I'm not really worried about Snell or Monty, honestly. I mean, Monty and they're both going to be free agents next year anyway, so they have options to make them free agents. So, but yeah, exactly. And then games like this will happen. They keep winning series, and they've won the first 5 series of the season, so they're in good shape right now. And again, this is a much better start than we had all thought the Yankees were going to have. Much better start. Samurai, dude, relax, relax, dude. All right, enough, dude, enough. Mhm. Birdie, he's injured right now, Ethan. He's on the IL. With I think he's got a groin strain. So, and Cabrera, Ethan, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I mean, this goes. It's reinforcing my feeling about why Torres is likely not going to return. Too many defensive lapses, and he's picking the wrong time to be on a cold spell. That's for sure. Do I think he'll snap out of it? Yes, I just don't know when. I don't know when, but yeah, Birdie is on the IL. We'll see, CW. We take it one game at a time. Yeah, exactly. Well, it's 162 game season. They're 12-5, so 17 games. They have 145 games left. Plenty of time. Plenty of time. And they do have the toughest schedule. And the Blue Jays do play the Yankees hard in Toronto. They do play the Yankees hard in Toronto. They have. No. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Cabrera, he drove in the only run for the Yankees. So, but yeah, he did give him 5 innings and five innings and 3 runs. So he did put them in a position to come back, and they just didn't do it. So I'm not really worried about Nestor Cortez. It's too early, Brandon. It's too early. So yeah, I'm not really. I'm not really, ruling people out, and it's way too early for this. And I don't understand why creators are out putting this stuff already. Worried this, worried that, ruling like it's too early. Honestly, way too early. Mhm. The young pitcher, yeah, yeah, definitely, Ethan. Yeah, I'm telling you, Texas. Exactly. That's a good point. That's. I mean, I'm glad Judge is DHing and not playing the field. So, um, I'm glad that and again, I wouldn't be surprised if Judge gets a day off and Stanton's out in DHing and stuff. So I wouldn't be surprised. I really honestly would be happy. He hit a bomb the other day versus Cleveland. So, um, and Volpe stole a base, but Grisham got thrown out at second trying to steal a base. So it just didn't. It didn't. I mean, they didn't have it tonight. They didn't have it. They didn't have the exactly same. They didn't have the offense, and it's part of the game. It's part of the game. No. Yeah, James. I mean, look, Luis Hill had crappy start, but he settled down and gave him 5 innings, a 3-run ball. But he's got to work on his command, obviously. So, and in due time, he will. And again, he's only on his first couple of months back actively pitching after Tommy John. So, it's going to take a little bit of time. It will. So, yeah. Grisham, yeah, Grisham's got to get some exactly. Grisham's got to get some playing time too. It's hard to be, locked in when you're basically a platoon player, honestly. Like, I wouldn't hesitate to give Verdugo a day off and play Grisham. Like, it's okay to do that. It's okay to do that. Like, now's the time to rest them. These guys have played pretty much every game since the start of the season. I would not hesitate to give Verdugo a day off. Just give him a break. Give Soto a day off. Give him a break, right? Um, they need rest too. So, yeah. Yeah, and he's got to play in order to get that up, Alex. Yeah, exactly. We'll see, Ethan. Depends on where they're at. If they're contending. Again, if he doesn't have trade value, where are they going to trade him to? Right, but if they're contending, I doubt they're going to move. If he's playing well, they're not going. I can't see them trading him. But yeah, John Sterling did announce his retirement today. It's the end of an era. The guy's a legend. He'll be missed, man. He'll definitely be missed. So it's too early to tell. See, two more games left. 2 more games left. This Yankees team does not feel like the old team, Ethan. This Yankees game, not this team. We are way. Why are we overreacting? This is way too overreacting. Trade Torres doesn't have much trade value right now. CWE. Yeah, Steven, exactly. You can do that as options. I don't know if there was John Flaherty yesterday, Lorenzo. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Yeah, Susan. Yeah, yeah. She's longtime friends with John Sterling, so I'm not surprised that she knew. No, Rangers are up 4-0. Yeah, yeah. This is a much better team. Yeah. But even the top teams are going to lose games. Yeah, we know Torres is not a good fielder. Too many defensive lapses, so it's too many defensive lapses. He's going to be honored on the 20th, Sean, which he'll probably get a plaque. But yeah, on the 20th at Yankee Stadium, he's being honored. They've already announced that, so good for him. I hope they give him his due. Um, But yeah, he's retiring on his terms, which is good. He's going out. He had some health problems recently over the last couple of years, and he's going out his way and going out on top. So he's one of the greats for the Yankees. He'll be missed. Thank you for the memories, John. Really, thank you for the memories. Yeah, healthy Cole will come back, and then we'll have Jason Dominguez at some point. We'll have um, Tommy Canely. We'll have DJ coming back. We'll have Scotty Frost coming back. We have reinforcements coming back. So Buckeye, sh- John Sterling is 86? No way. Is he? Bench piece. I'm not sure. Maybe Stephen Bean. I put out a video earlier talking about Caleb Durbin. He's a guy that I would keep an eye out for. Wow, I didn't realize he was 86, Texas. Okay. Damn. He's had a good run, man. He's had a good run. He's had a really good run. He'll definitely be missed. He'll enjoy retirement, man. Mhm. Do your thing, bro. Do your thing. Do your thing, Mr. Stern. I don't know, Ethan, because Dominguez is not going to take Torres' spot anyway. Um, Grisham for pitching. I don't know. I mean, Grisham might get, but he's a fourth outfielder. So right now, I mean, Dominguez is not going to take a starting outfielder spot. Not if he's not. They're not going to just hand it to him. That's not going to happen. Who are they going to sit? Judge, Soto, Verdugo. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Spencer Jones he might come up too. Yeah, he might come up as well. No, and he is a very streaky hitter, James. So we just need him to. We need his bat to work to perk up, man. Hey, Jack Didios, what's good, my friend? Smack those likes buttons, by the way, gang. Let's get those thumbs up. But yeah, I mean, we were spoiled with John Stanley. We were spoiled with Michael Kay, like some of the best, man. We've had some of the best here. Praz is still he's still down, Ethan. He's not. He won't be here until maybe June. You know, I think June or something like that. No, CW. He's not going to take. He's not going to relegate Verdugo to a fourth outfielder spot. Dominguez. It's not going to happen. He's got to be better than Verdugo to do that. Right now, he's not. No. Yeah, Rizzo's not doing great defending. It looks like he's taking a step back defensively too. That's a good point. So Dominguez has not better than Verdugo. Not saying Verdugo's not good. Dominguez has to be better than him to take a starting spot. Grisham, he might work. He might be working his way into a trade at the deadline. So I could see him being traded possibly. He's got another year of control, but Dominguez has to earn a starting spot. He's not going to just be. It's not going to be handed to him. Sunil, I can see them. Yeah, yeah. You're retiring late. Yeah, I didn't realize Vince Scully went to 92, Sunil. Wow, that's pretty legit. I can see your comments, Sunil. Yeah. Yeah, Verdugo is he's clutch defensively. Mhm. Yeah, exactly. When you have a small sample of Dominguez, you gotta see more. They're not gonna get rid of Verdugo. They're not gonna get rid of Verdugo. It's not gonna happen, CWA. Why would they trade Verdugo? Yeah, Daniel Bart is hurt, Dak Dedios. Yes, he is injured. I think he might have had season-ending surgery, or is having season-ending surgery. So, yeah, I do think Dominguez is long-term. Verdugo is not. That doesn't mean you trade Verdugo when he's in a contract year. You can let him walk with a QO if he plays well. But Verdugo, Dominguez is not taking his spot. Okay, he's also not blocking Spencer Jones. Something to keep in mind. Okay, he's not even ahead of Spencer Jones. Yeah, yeah, Sunil. I mean, it does move pretty quickly, but you try and manage the best you can. Uh, yeah, Dominguez he's got to work his way back up, man. He's coming off a serious surgery. We don't know, Cito, if he's going to be, but going to be better does not mean better now. While Verdugo's here, he's not being replaced by Dominguez. So Verdugo's better than people give him credit for. Dominguez is not ready for the majors right now. Right? He had good 10 days. CWA. Spencer, I mean, he's not blocking Spencer Jones. Dominguez. You might as well just admit that now. The goal is to get Jones and Dominguez here. Yes, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Consigliere said it perfectly. Verdugo is now, Dominguez in the future. He was eligible to make it. He was brought up here by Hal. Hal made him bring him up in Wells and so on and so forth. Good for him. He's also had 5 years in the system. Spencer Jones is in his second year. Spencer Jones is progressing fast. So it doesn't mean anything. He's coming off Tommy John. He's got to prove that he's healthy. He's got to prove he can perform again. Period. Otherwise, not going anywhere. Flipping Soto and Judge. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind that at all. Tony, we have 147 games left in the season. Excuse me, 145. Again, we're overreacting way too early. And he's saved quite a few games with his glove already. And he's gotten some clutch hits and clutch home runs. No. Judge needs to start making more contact. Yeah, he will. I'm not really worried about Judge. I'm not really worried, but you're right, he does. Yeah, people are sleeping on Verdugo again. I'm not. Tony, you're asking the same question repeatedly. You're not getting in anybody's head here, dude. It's not happening. Judge is also 10 days behind everybody. Remember, he missed the last 10 games of spring? His timing is off, and he just hit a 470-foot home run yesterday. So, potential, who cares? Jones has higher potential than Dominguez. Who cares? It doesn't matter, CWA. Verdugo's here now. Dominguez is not. Potential doesn't mean a thing unless you put it into performance. And yeah, you got a good 10 days. That's it. We've had other guys that have had a good 10 days or a good month and have just fizzled out. So, do I want Dominguez to come back healthy? Yes, he's got to prove that he's healthy though. He can come back and suck for all we know. What are you going to say then, CWA? Can't rule that out. Yeah, he's projected to come back in the summer. Well, exactly, Texas. Potential doesn't mean squat, dude. You got to put it in performance. Oh. He's not ahead of Jones now, CWA. But you keep riding the Dominguez machine. That's fine, dude. That's fine. Yeah, we need some more length, Gary, from someone pitcher. We need more length from Schmidt, and Hill, and obviously Cortez. These guys. I mean, we need more. Anyway, obviously we need Cole to come back too. But I would like to see Cody Poteet back again. And I wouldn't hesitate to move Hill to AAA for a little bit just to work on some things to get his command back. So, well, yeah, exactly too. Volpe, so Guerrero. Those are the you're 100% right, Consigliere. Those are the most consistent bats in the lineup right now. Spot on. People are sleeping on the outfield, Ethan. Yeah, I mean, because you have a couple of folks out there just, you know, super duper hyping Dominguez and saying he's going to take people's spots. It's just that doesn't happen until it happens. So I'm not sleeping on any of these guys. Jones, he ain't going to be moved. There's no way. No. Even Verdugo's, we don't need him to hit great right now. He's hitting clutch. Okay, he's doing the things that the Yankees need him to do. The hitting will come around, just like Aaron Judge. He's not hitting great either. No. Well, partly Texas, but they had to push him back because of the doubleheader. No, And the reason why, I mean, for those that don't know, they brought up Cody Poteet because he's a 40 man. They added him to the doubleheader as a 27th man so that they wouldn't have to make an option move and a corresponding roster move. So he'll they get pushed back. So his timing is a little off. So that's a good point, Texas. But he's also coming off Tommy John. And again, first couple of months back in action after Tommy John, there's always command problems. So he has some stuff to work through, but he was pushed back a few extra days, Texas. That's a good point. Yeah. Yeah, they're not moving Spencer Jones. There's no way. Why would it do that? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing, gang. I mean, the likely, the smartest path would be to DH, especially if Judge isn't hitting, then I would have Dominguez DH, right? To let him ease back into health, prove that he's healthy, just like the Phillies did. I say this a lot. The Phillies did the same thing with Bryce Harper. He came back from Tommy John. He DH, stay out of the field, let himself recover, and then he went the next year. He played in the field. I think it'd be a good idea if they have the opportunity to do that with Dominguez. Hmm. Yeah, like you said, if Stanton stinks, or if he gets hurt, Ethan, it's a good opportunity, a good opening for Dominguez. Uh, yeah, exactly. Gills for fifth star Hill. I mean, we haven't had. I don't think we've had a starter yet get like absolutely shellacked in the game. So these guys are giving up at most 3 to 4 runs. That's survivable. Uh, Gonna be ready to throw in the outfield. That okay, good. That's a step in the right direction. That doesn't mean he's major league game ready yet. He's gonna have to play games in the minors and move up and so on. He's not gonna just They're not gonna just put him back up at the majors. I mean, he's not Mickey Mantle, right? Not Mike Trout. So I think it's important to be realistic with this. It's exciting, yes, but he's not either one of those guys. But I like getting good news. I'm happy that we're getting good news on Dominguez. I'm happy we're getting good news on Cole. I'm happy we're getting good news on Spencer Jones is back. He had a couple days with a stiff neck. He's back now, and he's already hitting. He's hitting. You know, you know, so he's scheduled back in July. Yes, CWA, but we'll see. That doesn't mean he's going to skip right to the majors. If he's not performing well in the minors, he'll be back later than that. Oh. Yeah, Jake Boss, a tough game tonight. It's a 3-1 game. We had some command issues with Hill. Marinaccio, it was good signs too. Marinaccio threw 2 scoreless. Dennis Santana threw a couple good innings too. So some of our bullpen guys threw well, and our bats just didn't have it tonight, unfortunately. And it is what it is. Again, they're 12-5. There's still plenty of. He won't be the starting left fielder in July CWA. So you can keep telling yourself that though. Keep telling yourself that. Yeah. 38 likes. All right. We always get less people in the streams after the Yankees lose, so it happens. It happens. Yeah. But who? Oh, now it's scrolling fast. Yeah, I know. I don't think they're going to trade Ethan. I don't think they will trade Luis Hill. They got to let him progress and work his way through the system and work on his command. He's got potential to be here. No. How did Volpe take IKF's spot? Because IKF's contract ran up. Signed with the Blue Jays, free agent. And IKF wasn't brought here for his bat. Wasn't brought here to play shortstop. He was brought here as a Swiss Army guy. And Anthony Volpe is better. I see what you're trying to do, but it's not going to work. Dominguez is not going to take Verdugo's spot. Yeah, I see exactly. I would not rush Dominguez because he's prized asset. Obviously, the last thing you want to do is rush it and risk injury again and get him ahead of himself and all this. He doesn't need to be rushed up to the majors. Play it smart with him. Take care of this kid. You know, the guys did look tired, James. Yeah, I mean, this is why I like. It's a good idea, probably. It's a good idea to give a Soto a day off, a Judge a day off. Like some of these guys, a Rizzo a day off. Like it's okay to give them a day off. They play virtually every game since the start of the season. I like the consistency in the lineup, but it's still, they still need a day off from time to time. You know, yeah, Verdugo's a rental for the year, CWA, for the year, but they did trade for him. Okay, and again, Dominguez is not taking a spot. Well, yeah, Hill's got some serious. He's got a major arm, no doubt about that, Ethan. Like, but he definitely have to. Definitely has to work on command. Yeah, I mean, he settled down. He had a terrible first inning and not a great second inning either. But he settled down after that. He settled down after that. Yeah. Just have a question for you in terms of your opinion, CWE. And I get, let's behave, gang. Let's not fight. But what makes you think Dominguez is going to take somebody's spot in the starting spot? What has he done aside from a good week in the majors? And good for him. What has he done that the Yankees are just going to hand him the starting spot in the majors? I'm just curious this season. I want to get a better idea of your logic. CW, like, come on, let's stay on topic here. Let's not fight. Right? Let's not fight. Give me your thought process. Give me your logic, CWA. Yeah, I wouldn't rush Dominguez back either. And I do think he will, Ethan. I think Schmidt's going to get better as the weather gets warmer as the season goes on. He's going to get better. So I'm confident of that. I'm confident they do the right thing with Hill. I'm confident he'll be better too. So Jack and Hill is a possible. I mean, it's an intriguing idea, Jack. He's got a big arm. Good eye to plays, switch it to a power. Yeah, but what makes you think he's going to take somebody's starting spot this season? That's what I'm saying. You said he's going to be taking somebody's spot. They're going to either have to trade Verdugo or like, what makes you think he's going to take the spot? We all know he's a switch hitter's got a little power. We all know that. Eye and plate's good, yeah. And it would be good to have Juan Soto mentoring a guy like him. But why? I'm just curious. I think we're getting ahead of ourselves with Dominguez here right now. He's still on the IL. He's still got a long road back. He's months away. And I hope he continues to progress, but it's got months away. No, Ethan, me too. It's the best I feel about the Yankees in a while too. Yeah, 100%. It's a good roster, and they have the ability to rebound and get better. It doesn't mean they're gonna not have rough patches. They'll have rough patches, no doubt about it. I'm confident getting my level of Boone. This is the first time Boone's had a good roster like this, and they're 12-5. So yeah, I'm confident in Boone making the right moves. Boone's not the problem, despite what a couple of people like to say every single day. We don't know yet, Melo, who's going to be the manager. If they go well, go deep in the playoffs, get a run. Don't be surprised if Boone's back. Yeah, good on base percentage. Some of these guys, I mean, a lot of these guys are drawing a lot of walks, and the home runs that they do hit are usually multiple like 2 run shots, 3 run shots, because their guys are on base and the walking or getting on, getting on some way. So that's something the Yankees haven't done in a while. It's one reason why there's more balance in this lineup, which is a good thing. Yeah, we need a starting pitcher to be healthy. We need Cole to come back healthy, and we need the bats to stay healthy too. We need Stanton to stay healthy. Like health is an important thing. Like you could have the most talented team in the world, but if you're not healthy, it doesn't really make a difference. No. Jack, I mean, if Verdugo does well, I would be surprised. I mean, but I could see them at the very least giving him a QO and letting him walk, and them getting some draft picks back. So, because if he does well, he'll get a contract worth more than a QO, and they'll give the Yankees some value back. And again, that puts them in a position to allow Dominguez to ease back until the following year, and some of these other guys. So, they have good options with Verdugo. Good options. No, Volpe's definitely having an all-star year. That's for damn sure. Mm. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, Stephen B. The Yankees' biggest moves that offseason were free agency this year. This year, where they were mostly trade, right? So, but they had a big offseason this season, and they did in 2009 too. They also had the core four in 2009. We don't have any of the core four right now. You know, and that's a key. You know, benefit for them. Good for Girardi in 2009 having the core four. He had Jeter, he had Rivera, he had Posada, he had Pettit. So, and good for him. Good for him. I'm glad they won a title there. I don't know, Jack. Yeah, we'll see what happens with Stanton too. I have no idea. But we do need the Glaber Torres to pick things up. No doubt about that. We need him to pick things up defensively too. And I think he knows that. I do think he's going to go on a tear at some point. I just hope it's sooner than later. I do. We do have a blend of young veterans, guys. Yeah, I mean we have a this team is better balanced even than it's been in probably a decade. So, and we've got super depth in the farm on the pitching side and the offensive side. So, I feel good about a lot of things, even though we have some injuries and so on. I feel pretty good. I feel pretty good. Yeah, I mean Stanton's contract is very untradeable, Ethan. That's a good point. Yeah, we got some wise people up in here. That's why we like to, inject the perspective in here, get everybody's knowledge and insights. Opinions are all welcome. They don't always have to be the same, but as long as we're cool and respect each other, we're good, right? But we have some wise people up in here, like Texas Buckeye, like Consulieti. We do some wise Sunil, and we have some wise folks to even be like we've got, um, who've been here for a little while. So, and they bring a lot of value to the conversations. And I'm seeing some people here like Jack and Ethan, like getting familiar with your perspectives too, which is good. I don't think so, Jack. I can't. I don't think Glaber's hurt. At least I hope he's not. At least I hope not. But they have guys who could replace him. They have infield depth in the farm in AAA, so they do have guys that could replace him if they needed to. Gleyber Torres. So I hope that he's not hurt. Let's see, Consigliere is lifelong right here, baby. Lifelong, baby. Look at that. A fan for 68 years, man. That's gangster right there. That's a long time, baby. Stanton does look better, Stephen B. Yeah. He's hitting the ball with more authority. His posture looks better. His physical stature looks better. He looks healthier, too. So I hope it stays that way. I really do. You know, yeah, I don't know who you're going to trade Stanton to, Ethan. You're right. You'd have to attach a top prospect to for a team to even consider taking a bite on him. Honestly, 65 years as a fan for the Buckeye too. Look at this baby. Oh man, I love the tenure. That's a lot of experience right there. That's a lot of knowledge up in here, man. I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. That's some super. We got one of the most knowledgeable fan bases here, man. That's why this channel's awesome. That's why this group here is awesome. That's right, man. It's you folks that make it awesome, not me. No. And there he is. NFE in the strike zones in the house, my man. James, Yankee fan since 1969. 55 years. We got a lot of Yankees experience up in here, man. God, love it. Yeah, I mean, NFE, you're right, man. Like, Hill's got some command issues. He's got to work on that. And, the bats didn't have it tonight. So tomorrow's another day, you know. They're 12-5. I'm confident that they will turn it around. And again, the best teams are going to have a couple of bad days too, bad stretches too. Just happens. It's got teaching Muay Thai nice, giving these folks a workout. And that's what I'm talking about, dude. Yeah. Stanton's, so far hitting a heck of a lot better. He's more disciplined at the plate, so I'll take that. One of the problems is the expectation of Stanton are crazy. But again, he's not. He has too many issues staying healthy, and that's a problem too. So, like, I would like to see him, um, you know, have a good stretch of healthy play and production. So, but like even with the injuries, it averages out almost every year. His 162 game average is still like 40 home runs a year. One reason they keep him here. But he's very streaky too. He's awesome for a while. He's unstoppable. Then he gets hurt, and then he levels off, and he stinks for a while. And then it's like that three prong cycle. It's crazy. It's nuts. You know. Yeah, only one team to stand to waves now. I wonder, Steven. I wonder. Stanton's a pro. I don't know if he wants to go there now with the stink of the Otani. Like, I don't know if he wants that, man. But he's a pro, man. He's an absolute pro. And yeah, we understand that, Ethan. Yankees don't pay him 30 million. But again, when he's healthy, the performance is there. And again, Bassett's also been probably the best pitcher in the Blue Jays against the Yankees. So it's important to remember that he's better against the Yankees than Gossman is than anybody there. Manoa. So he's been good against the Yankees for a couple years now. So that's he brings up an important point here. Yep. That is an absolute key point. And tomorrow, let's see who's they put out the pitching matchups for tomorrow yet. We will see. Mhm. Let's see. Tomorrow, Carlos Rodon versus Yusei Kikuchi. He's the guy that pitched against the Yankees on opening day, who shut them down. So he's got a 2.30 ERA right now, 20 strikeouts and 7 walks. Rodon's got a 172 ERA, 13 strikes and 7 walks. So he's 0-1. Kikuchi's 0, and he's 1-0. Kikuchi's 0-1. So that's the matchup tomorrow. Lefty versus lefty. So we'll take it. We had righty versus righty today. Yeah, I mean, there's too many injuries. And is Barrios hurt too? And I don't even know if Barrios hurt. Uh, he's in the minor. Yeah, Jack. He's getting lit up in the minors, man. God. Oh, yeah. Well, he's had some injury issues, Ethan. But let's pull this up here. I mean, 1 second. Here we go. I'm gonna pull up McDonald's. Yeah. Where is it? Here we go. All right. He's right now he's batting 250, 4 homers, 9 RBIs. Career 259 now, which is right in line with his career average. Obviously, his last year, his batting average sucked. So, um, last year, where the hell is it? Here we go. He had 24 homers and 24 homers, 60 ribbies. The year before that, 31 homers, 78 RBIs. The year before that, 35 home runs, 97 RBIs. COVID season, and then the year. Yeah, so that's what he's put forth in the Yankees. Then he had 38 home runs and 100 RBIs with the Yankees. So if he's the worst move that we've ever made, Ethan, I would encourage you to look at his stats a little bit more in depth. And he missed 60 games last year. He missed almost 60 games the year before, and he's still putting up 25, 30 plus, 30 something home runs. The problem is he's so freaking streaky. Barrios pitched Sunday. Okay, so he's healthy then. Okay. And again, he I mean, that's pretty much the indicative trend for Stanton, right? He's unstoppable for a while, and he gets hurt, and then he levels off and stinks for a while, and then he heats up and hits a bunch of singles and doubles, and then he goes on a tear and he's unstoppable, and it just repeats itself. We need the good stretch to be longer and the injured stretch to be shorter. So hopefully he's done enough to make that possible now. I really do, but we'll see. I don't know. Yeah, Miami was terrible, and he was the MVP also the year before he came. He had 59 home runs. Oh, yeah. Cabana boy. Oh God. Should quit and become Angel Hernandez Cabana boy. Dude. Automatically cancels it. What opinion? What? Look at Ryan. Look at Adam Dunn. His career, 400 career home runs. He was like barely a 200 hitter, but he had like 400 career home runs. So did that cancel out his 400 career? No. Stanton's got over 400 career home runs too, and he's a 250 hitter career. So, but he batted under 201 season, Stanton. So, if you want to cancel that, go right ahead, but it doesn't take away his 400 home runs. His career average is 250, Ethan. Okay. That's his career average, Stanton. Okay. His on base percentage, career 348. So it's over that 300 you're talking about. So he's over both of those. Joey Gallo. You're actually comparing Joey Gallo to Giancarlo Stanton. Joey Gallo's got a good glove. Nobody's denying that, but let's see. How many years has Joey Gallo put up 30 home runs? 2, 3. 3 in a 10-year career. 10-year. The last time he hit 30 was 2021. 38. 2021. And then 2020 at 10, 2019, 22, and then 2017 and 2018 was at 40. So that's Joey Gallo. And he's a career 196 hitter. Career 196 is on base 322. Career 196. So not the comparison I'd really make, but he's got 201 career home runs, but he only has 430 career RBIs. So that's Stanton's over 1,000 career RBIs. Yeah, 1,040 career RBIs, 406 home runs. No, it's different too. Different. Um, I'm not sure. I don't remember, but he did throw. I mean, he did throw a dominant pitch and starting the World Baseball Classic. That's a good point, Jack. And he's been good with the Yankees. So he's bringing a dog. So he's bringing dog. What point are you trying to make here, Ethan? Batting average, he had 211. He missed 52 games. 50, and he also missed 60 games last year, Ethan. And again, comparing that to Joey Gallo, that's a bad comparison. He missed at least 50 games last 2 seasons with injury. So 250 career hitter, 400 plus home runs, 1,000 plus RBIs. Those numbers you're putting there, he's no different than Torres. Different player. Does Torres have 400 career home runs? Nah, Stanton does. So different player, different position. I think Torres tried to become a power hitter, which he's not. He'd been better as a contact guy, in my opinion, but it is what it is. Yeah, well, yeah, that's the thing too, James. When Stanton takes off, he's pretty much unstoppable. So an elite DH, his on base percentage is like 350. Just went over that with you. 400 home runs. That shows he's more of a power guy than a contact guy. 400. Rob Deere, yeah. Yeah, that's a good example, right, Jack? Yeah, that's a great example. Rob Deere, I remember him. Wow, you brought us back, dude. You just brought us back, Jack. I love it. Huh? Have I seen Stanton? Yeah, I've seen him stretches. Yes, Ethan, I have. Remember at the end of 2022, what he did against Boston? Go look it up. Giancarlo Stanton. Go to YouTube. Giancarlo Stanton at Fenway Park. He murdered Boston Red Sox. He's 291 now in 15 games. Ethan, using a terrible sample size. Career on base 348. Career on base 48. No, he's not a 320 on base. He's a 349 career on base. 348 career on base. I'm looking at his stats right now. 348 career on base. .259 career batting average. Now let's see something here. Hmm, s- hmm. He does. He's clutching. He was some of the Yankees, one of the Yankees' best hitters in the playoffs. Ethan, you having trouble enjoying Stanton's solid play this year so far? Mm, let's see. 24 home runs last year, 31 in 2022. You want to call that trash? Go right ahead. Aside from Judge, what other Yankee hit that many home runs? Cherry picking stuff that you don't like, Ethan. You want to do that, go right ahead, but doesn't take away 400 plus home runs in his career. Yeah, Davey. I mean, I mean, it's an end of an era. He's a legend, man. I mean, Michael Kay. I mean, you got Michael Kay. You got Meredith Marakovich. You have Susan Waldman. Now they brought in Joe Girardi. They brought in some other guys too. So, maybe this was kind of inevitable, but he was one of the Yankee greats, John Sterling. He really, really was. I'm gonna miss. I thank him for the memories. I really, really do. Yeah, I'm gonna miss him. Boy, you got a crush on Giancarlo Stanton, Ethan? You just keep talking about him. You want to date him or something, or you should talk to him and tell him these things. Maybe you could teach him something. Oh, Mel Allen. You know what I love Mel Allen from Consigliani? This Week in Baseball. Remember that show? He narrated that, man. I love that show, This Week in Baseball. I used to watch it with my dad all the time. Love that show. So yeah, Sterling is being honored at Yankee Stadium on the 20th of this month. So in a couple days. Um, Too early to tell, Ethan. Too early to tell. Yeah, This Week in Baseball, man. Well, what that I mean, I love the how about that? And then the theme song for the opening and the ending. Oh my god, fantastic! Stanton hits one of his yeah, Texas, yeah, and that's one of his trademark lines. That's what I mean. The Yankees win. The Yankees win. Like, yeah, Phil Rizzuto and yeah, Bob White was basically essentially the K Sterling before K Sterling. They were fantastic. Your number 9 energy, what in the world is that? What is number 9 energy? Who do we have to play DH that's worth sitting Stanton for? George Chichester. Yeah. Oh, the classics. These guys are class. Hip hip Jorge, yeah. Oh man. The thriller by Godzilla. Ah, he had him. He had him. He had him, baby. Yeah, it's a great start to the season. Ethan, you're right about that. It is a great start to the season by him and the team, which is why I'd rather celebrate it. It's high, it is far, it's a home run. Don't you know? Damn, you guys are bringing it back. I love it. Celebrating John Sterling tonight, man. That's what I'm talking about. Ah. I'm gonna miss him. I'm gonna miss him. I hope Waldman and Kay bring it to the next level. I really do. This year's won the Rio. I remember that one too. Oh, you guys are really bringing us back, baby. Burn, baby, burn. Holy cow. I remember when Rizzuto called Roger Maris's 61st home run that he hit that holy cow. Oh man. WPIX, yep. That was the Yankees, and then when WWOR-TV was the Mets. I remember that, man. I remember that. It's about by bro. I think we're the best team all around too, Ethan. I hope so too, Ethan. I mean, look, man. I understand what you're saying, but like, what's the? I mean, what are you? What point are you trying to make? Is I'm trying to understand how you pronounce the Rob. I don't remember, Davey. That I don't remember. Like you, Rob. I just remember George Steinbrenner calling him Fat Pussy Toad. I remember that. An A bomb from me. I remember that one too, Jackie. Yeah, baby. You're right about that, man. The Yankees have had phenomenal announcers, like phenomenal announcers. There's some other great ones out there, but the Yankees, I mean, like collectively, all the time, the best, really are. And I hope they continue to do that. I really, really do. It'd be phenomenal to get some more of these folks. But yeah, John Sterling's 86, and he wants to, enjoy the prime, like just enjoy the twilight years and just enjoy retirement, relax, and have some fun, travel, do whatever you want. Like, you know, bleach your creatures. Yeah, give Sterling. Don't be surprised if they give Sterling a roll call. That would be kind of awesome, actually. It's Glaber Day. Oh man, I love it. Bobby Mercer was another good one. Said he likes calling the games, but hates the trip to the ballpark. Say, I get it, man. It's a lot of traveling these guys do and gals. They do. They have a lot of traveling. Yeah, could have worked it out where he calls games from home like Paul O'Neill during. Yeah, Paul. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, O'Neill. I mean, obviously he wasn't vaccinated, and that was an issue with the team. That's why he called games from home. But yeah, I mean, I know they like those live time guys there at the stadium wing. So I get it. Him and Kay like we're glass boothed up and everything and blah blah blah. But yeah, I get it. Yeah, I hope he's not sick either. I haven't heard anything yet, Joseph, but he did have some health issues recently. Yeah, yeah. We'll see. We'll see what Stanton's next stretch is. I'll take this low key consistency from him any day of the week. Kenny Singleton and Jim Cott, another one. Yeah, yeah, man. George Steinbrenner tried to sign Bob Euchre. Did he really? Yeah, Euchre was a mainstay of the Brewers, man. He was a mainstay over there. They could be quietly shopping Glaber for all we know. I don't know. Tom Seaver, I remember him. What do you call Mets games, right? Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Mark. Well, enjoy, whatever he wants to do afterward. Really. I mean, like the travel. I can imagine as you get to an advanced stage, the travel's got to wear you down, and tear you down. That's a hell of a lot of travel for him. Traveling, across across the country, this several times a year. It's crazy, man. Absolutely nuts. Vince Scully was fantastic too. Yeah. Well, they're not going to let us know that they're shopping tourists. The only thing we're going to know is if if he gets traded. When they wake up and say they traded him, they're not going to let us know they're shopping him, and nor should they. But Celtics Guru, yeah, I mean, a win tomorrow would be nice. Kikuchi versus Rodon, so it's a good matchup. Mets booth, best. I don't know, Joseph. I mean, the guys from the fan are a joke. All due respect, but I don't listen to those guys. Justin Shack, I doubt he'll be Sterling's permanent replacement. You never know. I don't know. I don't know. Harry Carey, Cub style, yeah, baby. Yeah, we definitely got blessed with a lot of great announcers. CeeLo's in the house. Yeah, Rizzuto. Yeah, man. It's just the end of an era, man, you know? But, all good things eventually come to a close. And I thank him for the memories, man. We've had so many good memories with Ron Sterling. So many. Ralph Kiner's another good one with the Mets, yeah. Yeah. Vince Scully, yeah. He was a legend too. Yeah, I'm glad he did the first couple games. And at least went out in style. Me too, Steeler, 100%, man. Swish and Susan. Yeah, Swish and Susan, Swish and well, Merrick Morakovitz essentially does more one-on-ones with a lot of players and everything like that. So, but yeah, Swish and Susan would be an interesting combo. I like that one. I like that one. I like it. Joe Morgan's decent too. Yeah. Soto's changed the offensive approach on this team. There's no doubt about it. Swish to the dish. I like that. I like it, Buckeye. Switch has done a little play-by-play, but not consistently. But I think he'd be a guy to be fine. He connects just all kinds of ways. So I like Nick Swisher. Berman, McCarver was decent too. Michael Ryan, what's good? There he is, my man. This team's offensive approach has changed with Juan Soto. It has much better play discipline. Oh yeah, man. Big time, great memory, CeeLo. I mean, and I like that we're talking about a lot of great, announcers and stuff like that. Like, there's been a lot of great ones in baseball, really, a lot of great ones. I blank, man. I wish I would have. I was at the perfect game. I wish I would have heard those guys call it. Would have been kind of cool. Mm. Ah, uh, that was one of the craziest games I've ever been to in my life. That was such a special moment. Such a special moment. Reds, Marty Bennett. Yeah, see a lot of good people, man. Have a great night, Ethan. Good exchange tonight, man. Well done, dude. Well done. You know I'm gonna push you. I push everybody. So just want you guys and gals to be your best. And we may not always agree, and that's fine. But I appreciate the back and forth, dude. Well done, Ethan. Yeah. Howie Rose. McCarver, yeah. Gary. Kiner, Bob Shepard. Oh God, yeah. Batting number two, Tarek Chisa. Yeah. He's the only guy that had Shepard still announcing his name after he had a recording, which was fantastic. Sitting through the rain, was that the only no hitter? That was the only perfect game interrupted by rain. That was a perfect game. And I don't know if there's any no hitters interrupted by rain. I was at Dwight Gooden's no hitter. I was at Jim Abbott's no hitter, but there was no rain in either one of those. But that rain delay when David Cohn against the Expos. He was so efficient, unbelievable. I look, man, we've I've proposed trading Torres before, and We have enough infield depth to move on from him if they want to, but I don't know what they're going to get for him. We'll see. We will see. Yankees will do whatever they can. Time is right, but again, we're not going to know about it until it happened already. They're not going to say, like, yeah, they're shopping them actively and all the time. They don't leak. They don't leak. So, but I mean, I appreciate that. Yeah, and he's been blessed with some fantastic announcers in all the sports shows, like basketball, football, baseball, hockey, like yeah, all across the board, but especially baseball. Especially, but I love the New York baseball announcers. But yeah, CeeLo, I mean, the bats didn't have it tonight. Hill got us into a little bit of a hole early on. He had 5 walks in the first 2 innings, gave up 3 runs, but he stayed in there for 5. The bats just didn't. They didn't compliment. They didn't put them back in the game. So, and they didn't really pitch well. Hit well against Chris Bassett tonight. So Bassett was pretty good against the Yankees. So it is what it is. They got Kikuchi tomorrow versus Carlos Rodon. So, but our bullpen, Ron Marinaccio threw 2 scoreless, Dennis Santanto I think threw 2 scoreless. So, or 2 scoreless, maybe 1 or 2 scoreless. But those 2 guys were good, especially Marinaccio. It's good to see Marinaccio coming back and performing. So, yeah, good and no hit. It was against the Seattle Mariners. That was fantastic. That was electric. That environment that night. Yeah. I think you got a guys ahead of Jeter Downs, Frank. You got Yorbit Vivas. So Jeter Downs he might not be the first guy they. I mean, I don't know, but he might not be the first guy they consider up. At least I don't think so. We'll see. And if they trade him, I mean, you see what you can get for him, right? They're either going to trade him or they're going to let him walk with a QO, and get. Well, there's no spot for Torres, Ethan. That's the problem for the Marlins. They're not going to move Arias, so um, where's Torres going to play? That's the problem there. But Luzardo, I don't really care one way or the other. If they get him or not. But you heard some of the crazy proposals. They were asking for Spencer Jones and Will Warren for Luzardo. I'm like, you must be crazy. Really, you must be crazy. You can't replace this. Well, it depends. What do you get more value at, Joseph? It depends on how he's playing. Would you get more value in a trade? Then okay. Or would you get more value letting him walk with a QO and getting 2 draft picks in returns and $1 million in international money? That's the trade-off. Which is going to bring in more value. If he's playing well, then I could see the value. But if he's also playing well and they're contending, then it's going to be less likely that they trade him. So, yeah, Torres is not going to go to the Marlins now. Now that they have Luis Arias, no, unfortunately. Oh, nice wink. Meant that good, and that's cool. Very cool. Draft pick compensation, a second and a fifth for a QO and $1 million in international free agent money. So the Yankees would get those. Like when they signed Carlos Rodon, they had to forfeit the second and fifth and $1 million of the money to the Giants. So it would be nice if the Yankees got some of that back. And if Verdugo's good enough to get a QO and walk, they can essentially get 4 draft picks and $2 million international money. They could do that. So, yeah. There's no way they're going to trade Spencer Jones. There's nobody worth trading him for. No. Yeah, exactly. Sila. I want to see Marinaccio rocking in the late innings too, just like Ian Hamilton and some of these other guys. No doubt, no doubt about it. Yeah, I wonder what's going to happen when DJ comes back. I wonder what's going to. I don't know what they're going to do. It's going to be interesting. David Cohen's pretty cool. I met Roger Clemens. He was cool too, man. I mean, he could be Ethan or backup. I mean, never. I don't know. We have some pretty good arms here in the bullpen right now. Pretty good arms. But on that note, I'm going to let you guys go. I want to thank you all for coming on. Yankees dropped it tonight, but again, look, Steve Balboni, nice. I remember him, man. I remember the Balboni story. He reminds me of the Brooklyn Brawler, Steve Lombardi from wrestling. With the mustache. Yeah. You mean Al Downing? Dang. He gave up Sid Yay. He gave up Aaron 715. That's cool. I mean, I don't know, CeeLo. I don't know. It's a good question. You know. Yeah, I do think so. Yeah, I do think Steinbrenner would have given Jones for Cease or Lazaro too, and I think he would have been, you know, not a good move. Not a good move. But CeeLo, I don't know. He never got really. He's never taken off yet so far. So but he hasn't been that, robust yet. But we'll see what happens. I hope he gets more opportunities. I hope his back comes around, Glaber. His defense hurts his offense, though, unfortunately. Oh, Jack Clark. Hell yeah, I remember Jack Clark. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Kirk Lexington. Yeah, bowling ball. Chris Chambliss, nice. Chris Chambliss, fantastic. How many saves I think Mariano would have if he didn't get hurt or if he didn't tear his ACL that year? I don't know, maybe 650 or something like that. I would say another 40. I think so. I think so. Chambliss, I heard, is pretty cool, man. But on that note, man, I want to thank you all for coming on. Look, the Yankees lost tonight, but tomorrow's another day. So we'll see. And that's the thing. We're going to see how well these guys come back after dropping 2 games. Will they rebound or will they fall into a little bit of a slump? That's the question that's for tomorrow for the next day. So I'm really, really curious. Brian Gorman, damn, Jack, you folks are bringing us back, baby. Love it. But yeah, we'll see what the Yankees do. Right. I appreciate you all for bringing up the names, bringing up the memories. It's always nice reminiscing, which takes the sting off the Yankees lost tonight. So thank you, Texas. Thank you, Consigliere. Appreciate all yous. Peace and love to all yous. Thank you for being the best. Love yous. I'll see y'all tomorrow.